Welcome to Knit Together with Kim and Jonna, Vlogmas Day 19. And as I promised, here I am on camera. It's been a rough couple of days. Actually, it's honestly been a rough couple of weeks. Missing Jonna when she's in Germany, but happy for her to have so much fun. And then all of the family drama that I talked to you about, it seems to have been resolved for now. So that makes me happy. Yes, I broke my toe a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I told you. I was subbing some gymnastics classes at my old job, and literally the first minute I walked in the gym, you teach gymnastics barefoot, I walked too close to a piece of equipment and caught my right pinky toe, and I knew immediately it was broken. I mean, the chills went all the way up my spine. And I had done it so many times over the 20 plus years that I worked there that I didn't even go to the doctor because I know they don't really do anything. They give you one of those shoe kind of boot things. And I thought I had one at home. So the director, I told her that I did it. I still taught the 2 classes, even though I did it the first second I was in there. But when I got out of class, I told the director, and she said, go to the doctor, we'll pay for it. And I said, no, I've done it so many times. They're gonna buddy tape it or give me a shoe, and I think I have one at home. Anyway, I left that day. It definitely got worse overnight. So, and this was actually, this was before Thanksgiving. So that's probably why I didn't tell you, because we weren't doing Vlogmas. And the next day it was horrible. And there were a bunch of other things going on. So I had them get me a sub for the class. I could not find the boot at my house, but I just ended up wearing my slippers the whole time. I have glare-ups, which I love. If you don't know what a glare-up is, you have to look it up. They're felted slippers. I'm pretty sure from Norway. It's spelled Glerrup. Anyway, maybe I'll show you next time. So I have the rubber soled version, so they're really solid. I just have been wearing those. And even like out to dinner and everything. They're cute, don't worry. And then by Monday, I had rested after no, that wasn't Thanksgiving. The Monday before Thanksgiving. So I just went back and taught the classes for the next week and a half. And I mean, my toe hurt. It was swollen, but it usually does when things like that happen. And I just, went on with life. And then all the other stuff happened and trying to finish my projects for my film class. Well, I had my annual physical last week, and I told her about my toe and how it really wasn't getting better. I still couldn't wear shoes. So she insisted I get an x-ray, and yes, it was still broken. So she gave me a referral to a podiatrist. I went and they gave me the shoe because I could never find the shoe at home. So now I'm really on the road to recovery. But yeah, so that's that whole drama. Then about my film class, somebody commented, if I hate it so much, and I totally get it. There's parts of it that I hate. But I'm also learning so much. And I do really like the creative process, and I really like the project that I'm putting together for this woman, Patty. And actually, I did finish my rough cut yesterday so I could show the class and the professor and get feedback. And they loved it. There's definitely things I have to iron out. It's a rough cut. I need to fix the sound in a lot of places. And maybe change, I had put in captions like lyrics to the background song, and I want to change the font and maybe change that a little. But overall, I like it. There were so many things about Patty's life, though, that there were so many things she said during the interview that I really wanted to share. And in the rush to just get a rough cut out there, and honestly, just to turn it in to get a grade, I just finished the rough cut and cut out a whole bunch of stuff, which is fine. It's not supposed to be that long. Right now, I think it's about 8 minutes, but typically they're between 3 and 7. I could probably get it cut down a little bit more. But then overnight, I kept thinking about all these quotes that I wanted to put in, because there's 2 avenues I could have gone with this. I could have gone with really just Patty's healing journey through art, and then how she gives back to other kids in her community so that they can heal through art. And then there's also, again, starting with her healing journey through art, but then also her community, it's not, I guess it is community service work, but her nonprofit work. And the way I ended it for my rough cut for class yesterday was really focusing on the nonprofit work. She's one of the founders of We Art 1 in Yonkers, and she also is a director at the Y in Yonkers and directing literally the same program she went to as a kid. And so she's definitely giving back. It makes me want to cry just to think about it. And that's kind of how I ended it, was her nonprofit work. But I kept thinking overnight, I've been struggling a little bit with insomnia. I'm taking a new medication. I'm not going to tell you about that right now, but I think it's giving me insomnia. So all night long, I kept thinking, oh, I really want it to be more personal about Patty's own healing art journey. So I might have to re-edit my rough cut. I really have 2 amazing endings, and everybody already loved the one yesterday, but my heart is pulling me to not really end focusing on the nonprofit work, which is amazing, but really end going back to her healing journey and then providing that for other youth in her community. Anyway, so that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm feeling good today. I did actually sleep in because I didn't sleep overnight. So my husband snuck out of the room this morning and I slept till 11, I think. And I never do that. I definitely had a little headache in the morning when I woke up because I hadn't had my coffee, but as soon as I had a coffee, I was good to go. So anyway, I took a shower. I put on some makeup. Not that I have to. I love you guys. You can see me without makeup. But I just feel more myself and more, I don't know, put together, I guess, if I put makeup on. And I did style my hair. Yesterday I went to class with my hair like this, sweeping across my forehead, and everyone said, oh, you got a haircut. I said, no. Actually, yesterday I said, no, my hair's just dirty and I don't feel like styling it. And sometimes it's just down across my forehead. It's getting long and I really don't want to go get my hair cut before Christmas. I want to spend time with my family, and I have not bought one single Christmas present. Yeah, pray for me. Anyway, so no, I have not gotten a haircut. It just, as it gets longer, it wants to lay down flatter. So this is it. This is what you get. And I like it like this too. But I have told you, I really hate having hair on my forehead. So as soon as I get home every day, if I'm out, or as soon as I really realize it's on my forehead, I pull it back to the side and stick a bobby pin in it. But anyway, I'm trying to not do that right now. So you'll notice I'm wearing my Ranunculus. It is not finished, obviously. I started the right sleeve and I absolutely love it. I could have left it short sleeves. Just so you know, even when I do a short sleeve Ranunculus, I do the long sleeve version of splitting for the body and sleeves. Because in the short sleeve version of the pattern, as you're splitting for the body and sleeves, you literally just bind off these stitches and then continue. And I feel like the sleeve kind of sticks out a little bit, and to me it's distracting, and I just want it to look more finished. So even if I knit a short sleeve, all my short sleeve versions, I do the long sleeve version, which means you leave the stitches live. I finish the body and then I finish the sleeve, even a short sleeve, to the length that I want. And if I do a short sleeve, then I put a little ribbing on the edge. And sometimes I've done the 3/4 sleeves and put the I-cord edge that the pattern calls for. And way back in our Ranunculus video, we talked about that I-cord edge on the 3/4 sleeve. And there's a way to put short rows in. And to me, what it looked like, really not analyzing it too much, was it makes the sleeve kind of curve and it makes a slanted hem. And to me, it almost looked like an elbow bend in the sleeve. It turns out that's of course not what it is. You don't need an elbow bend in a hand knit sleeve. It's flexible and it's stretchy. Yeah, so someone commented on our Ranunculus video from way back and mentioned that it's not an elbow bend. It's just to make the sleeve hem slanted. It's a little shorter in the front and a little longer in the back along the elbow. So anyway, sometimes I do that I-cord. I find it not to be very stretchy. And I do want this sleeve to be, it's definitely not fitted. I have room, but I'm worried if I put an I-cord edge that it's not going to be stretchy enough and like stick to my forearm. So I'm probably just going to do ribbing. I might even do, at the bottom here, I think it calls for 3¼ inches of twisted rib. I did 3 inches. From the underarm, I did 9 inches. I think it calls for 7 inches. So mine's longer. 9 plus 3 is 12. I guess mine is 12 inches from the underarm. And obviously in a future video, when it's really done, you'll see the whole thing. But I might actually do 3 inches of ribbing on the sleeve. I think it would be kind of cool. I don't really know yet. I'm trying to decide. But anyway, there's my ranunculus. I can't even tell you how much I love it. This is the very first time I've ever swatched for a ranunculus, and it's the first time I've used the updated pattern. The original pattern, I'm sure many of you know, was one size fits all. And the pictures just look super, super oversized, which it can be. And then I guess eventually she made sizes. So this time I did swatch, and I chose to do the 3rd size because I did not want too much positive ease. I did not want it to be way oversized. Also because I only have a limited amount of yarn, and the base yarn is old. I got it before COVID, maybe 2018 in at Jan Knits in Haliburton, Ontario. Last time I mentioned it, I said Haliburton, Canada. Of course it's Canada, but it's really Haliburton, Ontario. And I just don't think I could get any more. So I have 4 little donut balls of it. So yeah, I need to make sure I don't make it too oversized. Make sure I'm definitely going to have enough for my 2nd sleeve. But anyway, that's it. I love it so much. And I do hope a lot of you decide to make it. I think the sweater I originally saw with the King Cole Cosmos yarn. That is the silver string with the sequins in it that really makes it sparkly. I think the original sweater I saw someone had knit with it, she was in the La Bien Aimée or the Brooklyn General booth at the first A Woolen Affair, so a year and a few months ago. And I think she had knit hers with mohair, and it was, they make this kind of sequin yarn in a gold, and I think hers was like a yellow gold color. And mohair with the sequins, it just sparkled. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen, like sparkly thing. And I immediately went home, as I said, and bought the King Cole Cosmos online. And I thought of pairing it with this, but this, I can't even remember what it's called now. It doesn't matter. Look back the first day I talked about it. The base yarn. So anyway, I am so happy with it, and it's definitely going to be finished before Christmas and obviously before New Year's. And as I said, I might wear it to both, although technically my coffee bean cardigan is going to be my casual home Christmas sweater, and it'll definitely be finished before Christmas and New Year's. And just so you know, we never go anywhere on New Year's. We always stay home with the family and play games all night, stay up till midnight. Well, actually the last few years I haven't stayed up till midnight. And we love watching the Twilight Zone marathon here in the States. There's always a Twilight Zone marathon on New Year's Eve day, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day all day long. And it's really fun. So even if I stay home with the family, I'm still gonna wear my sparkly ranunculus. Let's see, anything else? I have not worked on my little ornaments. I've really just been really deep in the film project editing, and tomorrow, when this airs, is my last film class. So my project is technically due tomorrow, and he wants to show the class all of the different projects. As I said, they already showed mine on Tuesday, my rough cut. I got lots of great feedback. And I mean, they loved it, but they definitely had some good constructive feedback, which I definitely want to take into consideration in my final edit. And then the last day it's technically due is Sunday, but I do not want to work on it anymore this weekend. However, I do want to say I will continue working on it because my professor wants me to put it in a couple of film festivals. There's a film festival at the community college where I'm taking class. That's in the spring. And then there is actually a Yonkers Film Festival. And since Patty is from Yonkers and it's about her Yonkers experience, he thinks I should put it in that film festival too. I mean, that's a bigwig film festival, so it probably wouldn't even be accepted. But I'm saying that because even after I turn it in, just to get my grade, I'm going to keep working on it. And I might even, I already talked to Justin at Westchester Community College. I've told you he's the equipment guy and he helps me so much. Besides what I've learned in class, he's helped me and really challenged me to increase my skill level and my knowledge about cameras, about color correction, about audio. I mean, so much. So I told him I would love to employ him in a way in early January, because if I take more classes, they don't start till the end of January. And he and I can work together to even make my documentary even more professional and a little more artsy and a little more edgy. And so then obviously in the credits, he would get full credit for the help he gives me. And it's not for an assignment, so it doesn't matter if I get more help. I mean, a film is a team project. There's so many people that put it together that getting help in the special effects realm, in the audio realm, definitely would be expected for a film festival, especially. So anyway, I have to open day 19. Yeah, it's been really fun opening these. And I really can't wait. I really do think Jonna and I are probably going to give a lot of these things away to you guys. So let's see. What is this? Oh, I think the label says Yarn Cozy. Yes. Now, the only yarn cozies I have, Jonna and I, for the last couple years, receive a yarn cozy from a viewer, a fan named Sarah. I think her name is Sarah. Sorry if I'm wrong. And she makes us these handmade yarn cozies. So we're starting a little collection. But this is really beautiful. I think, are these groundhogs? It's you know what a yarn cozy is? I have a ball of yarn here. I can do it. So if you don't know, I don't know where the end is, doesn't matter. But you put a cake of yarn in here. A ball actually won't work because the ball has to roll around for the yarn to come out. But a cake, and you have to be a center pull person. A skein would work, a cake, but if you're pulling from the outside, it won't work. But if you're pulling from the inside, which this is not the right strand, but you put it in your yarn cozy and it just keeps it together. You know how when you're a center puller and you get toward the end of the ball, it kind of collapses and it kind of gets all tangled. This helps keep it nice and orderly. So this little yarn cozy in a little floral print with I'm pretty sure these are groundhogs. But since the other day I thought the goat stitch markers were cows, I don't know. I might be completely wrong. So I don't know if you can see this. I hope it isn't blurry. If it's blurry, I'll just cut it out. But it's little, I think, maybe they're not beavers. They don't have big tails. I don't know. Anyway, they're really cute. And then the back is just the flowers. I really love the floral pattern and these cute little animals. So that's basically it. In other news, let's see, my son and his family are arriving on Friday. So this is airing Thursday, so they'll be here the next day. Just think about me. I'm so excited. I'll go pick them up from the airport. And we're going to have so much fun. On Saturday, we're going to go cut down our Christmas tree. We usually do it earlier, but they don't get to do that in Bordeaux. So I really wanted to wait. And then we probably won't decorate it Saturday. I'll put the lights on. But my son and his family are going to drive to Boston to see friends up there for a day before they come back and spend the rest of the time with us. So we'll probably wait till they get back to actually put the ornaments on the tree. And then, besides going Christmas shopping, which I have to do, of course I could easily just order things off Amazon, but I feel like, sorry, but I feel like Jeff Bezos is rich enough, and I would rather give my money to the local businesses here in town. And yeah, I'll probably pay a little bit more, but my family will get really nice, thoughtful gifts. My husband and I, we do this every year. We'll go down there and we'll wander around for a few hours, and then I might go back another day or two. And we just wander around the local shops. It's a tiny town, so there really isn't that much to choose from, but we always find everything we need. And instead of getting them 10 cheap things, we just get them one thing that's just higher quality, and we know that they will love it and it will last a lifetime. So that's probably what I'll do. But besides that, there is a tiny bit of bad news. I just found out that my daughter Jenny in Connecticut has COVID. I was there over a week ago, so I don't think I caught it. And I did get tested afterward anyway, because I had a previous illness and still wasn't feeling well, and I was COVID negative. But yeah, she found out yesterday, I think yesterday, that she's positive, maybe the day before, and her husband isn't feeling well. The good thing is they should be totally good to go by Christmas. But I know she's super bummed because she was supposed to come to our house on Monday. But she might still. She found out a couple days ago. She'll probably still be okay, especially if she wears a mask around the house. Anyway, it's still out there. I have to tell you though, I know this video is getting really long. I haven't done a long video in a while. We have the worst luck when it comes to getting together as a family. Before my son and his family even moved to France, one time they came here for Christmas. We alternate holidays. So one year we host Christmas and they go to their in-laws for Thanksgiving. And then the next year we host Thanksgiving and they all go to their in-laws for Christmas. But every time we host Christmas, something happens. So I think in 2019, I'm pretty sure my granddaughter Scarlett was in kindergarten and lice went through the kindergarten class. And there was at least, I guess, one family who, it's hard to get rid of lice. We tried to get rid of them ourselves, but we decided to go to a company, a service that does it, because you pay one fee. It's expensive, but you pay one fee and then they guarantee further visits until it's eradicated. And they tell you what to do at home with your bedding and all that stuff. Well, what happened was we got rid of our lice before Christmas that year, and then she kept bringing it home. And even like everybody came for Christmas. And I mean, I don't think the adults ended up getting the lice, but we all had to go get checked. It was this lice infestation through the whole house. Crazy. Then I think that was 2019, 21, because of the pandemic, we didn't see each other. Then 23, they came here, and did we all get COVID? Oh, I think Emily and Wolf, they were already in France, so I don't think they came, but everybody who came, we all got COVID, I think. No, I can't remember. But then I know they all came for my mother's birthday in the summer 2 years ago, and we had planned this big party. She was turning 80, and we all got COVID then. I mean, what are you going to do? And I think I told everybody, our viewers, that it wasn't from them coming from Europe. It was actually my other daughter who lives with us caught it at her job, so like a block away from our house. Not a block. Okay, a half mile. Anyway, we just know we're all going to get sick when we're all together. And so we plan fun activities, but if we have to cancel them all, big deal. We'll just stay here and all be sick together and take care of each other. So luckily, as I said, Jenny has COVID now, and hopefully it will be gone by the time they come here. And we'll just have so much fun. Oh, and I just saw the weather forecast. It's supposed to snow on Christmas Day. So thank you all. Some of you are praying with me for snow, because my Bordeaux grandchildren don't really get to see snow anymore, snow that sticks on the ground. So we're really hoping for snow for a white Christmas. Anyway, I think that's it. I've talked for a long time, making up for my last 2 Vlogmas days, which I think day 15 was 3 minutes, or a little more than 3 minutes. And day 17 was like 5 minutes. But anyway, I'm happy to talk to all of you again. And as Jonna said yesterday in her Vlogmas, we're trying to figure out how to do Christmas Day together. We will obviously film it ahead of time. We're not going to take away from our families and film on Christmas Day. We're going to try to figure out how to, in some way, do a split screen, or she talks and I talk. Obviously, we'll be in separate locations, but we're trying to figure it out. And also a heads up, we are not ever going to be together during the month of December. So there won't be a January episode, because we usually film it 2 weeks before the new month, and then I edit, and then it goes out in the early days of the month. And as I said, we won't see each other. And we want to be with family. So we'll see if we can maybe film something split screen in early January, and then maybe I can edit it and put it out in mid-January. The plan is that Jonna is coming for VogueNet Live in January. So we will see each other then. And then that's probably when we'll film the next episode that will air in February. I guess that's it. I keep talking and talking and talking because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. And thank you so much for all of your heartfelt comments. I actually, when I filmed episode 13, my sad episode, I edited it and sent the link to two dear friend viewers, members, Karen in Spain and Pat in Maryland. I always forget if it's Virginia or Maryland because they're right next to each other. And I got their opinion. Was it too sad? Was it too sappy? Was it, too dramatic? And they said, no, it's reality. And it is reality. And, life, as I said, life isn't perfect, but the goal each day is just to enjoy each day, enjoy every breath I get to take, enjoy every day I get to spend with my family, and just enjoy knitting. We all know I love knitting, and I can't wait to get back to my Felix cardigans. They're staring at me right now from over there. Ugh. But I definitely want to finish this first. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!